Hey, this is JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It's March 31st, 2025. Looking at some lenticular clouds near Bruno. Usually a good sign that you have strong winds aloft and that they'll be coming into your neck of the woods pretty soon. To batten down the hatches. And if you're still enjoying this broadcast, we ask you to do a one-time donation or even better, sign up for that monthly sustaining membership. All right, looking at today's forecast, we have snow showers and scattered thunder showers coming through this afternoon. A cold front's going to be entering our area this around noon, and that could produce some locally gusty winds up to 45 miles per hour, some small hail with those isolated or scattered thunder showers. We'll take a look at that here in detail in a second. And then we got some isolated snow showers throughout tomorrow as that trough is overhead, and then just some ongoing chances of showers throughout the week. It looks like it's going to remain mostly snow with cooler temperatures. And then high pressure looks like it's going to build in over the weekend and maybe last till next week or through next week. Backcountry breakdown. I have not been out in the backcountry in about a week, so this is purely a forecast, but we will be getting a refresh this afternoon with 6 to 10 inches, kind of elevation dependent. The higher you go up in elevation, the more snow you will get. Also with that, you will get more wind effect, so be heads up for those avalanche problems. Look out for thunder showers this afternoon as that cold front comes through. It will be more unstable than it usually is. And so if you're in those exposed higher elevations, lightning can strike. Seek out souse, hit those up first with that new snowfall. Be dust on crust this afternoon, but once all that snow falls, if it does fall, Tuesday morning should be pretty fun on those souse. And then it's springtime, so keep in mind snow can change rapidly with especially on those sunny slopes. So look out for slab consolidation and any wet problems if that sun comes out into effect. All right. And if you're around this coming Wednesday, I'll be giving a talk in the Digging Deeper series to the Avalanche Center at the Liberty at 6:30. Just talking about some stories of over my years of guiding here, things that have gone wrong, what I've learned from them. So check that out if you're in town. All right. Look around at morning temperatures. We are right above freezing in Haley, and a little cooler in the Sawtooth Valley. Mountaintops are in the 20s, which is good for the snow. Looking around, Galena Lodge picked up about an inch. Looks like a trace with some grapple in town in Haley, and about an inch on Baldy. We got this circulating area of low pressure with another little one over to the right here. That's going to introduce this cold front today. You can kind of just see scattered showers ahead of this thing, and then some more cumulus clouds kind of built up more so in this region behind the cold front. And you can see that on the satellite we have periods of sun coming out. So if that sun does come out and we have some daytime warming temperatures, that will increase the strength of the thunderstorms throughout the day. We need those warm temperatures to heat up the ground to really crank out these thunderstorms. So this is looking at the HRRR. You can see some storms coming through kind of south of Galena Pass mostly this morning. And then this afternoon, when that cold front comes through, you can see it picks up with this band of more enhanced precipitation and thunderstorms. And that's throughout kind of most of the Central Mountains. We've got this nice band here heading through the Boise area into the Sawtooth, and then some other isolated bands kind of in between, like on the Wood River side. And those will roll through by evening hour. It looks like most of that will be through our area, and then we'll just kind of have some scattered showers throughout the evening as this low starts to churn off over here. That'll just spin some wraparound moisture into our area for Tuesday afternoon. So not as much on Tuesday. Looking at chances of thunder showers, I'll just speed this up to this time frame when it's kind of producing the most severe activity. Shouldn't say severe, but 20 to 60% range, mostly up to 40% in the heart of the Wood River Mountain or Central Mountains. So that'll be this afternoon if we do get that daytime heating. All right, looking at today's totals, Galena Pass about 4 inches. Not so much in Haley. That's going to be kind of wet snow. We're going to be hovering at the freezing level there. But if you look into the heart of all the upper elevation mountains, looking at a healthy 6 to 8 inches with some areas approaching up to 12 inches of snow. So good refresh. Not too much going on through the rest of the week, just kind of sputtering snowstorms each day with not significant accumulation, just ½ inch to 1 inch there. All right, looking at the long-term forecast, so you can see this area of low pressure moves overhead over the next couple days and just kind of is circulating in these smaller shortwaves of energy. And then that as the weekend comes in, we have this big area, big ridge of high pressure come in and kind of looks like it sets up camp here throughout next week. You can see the warm colors are going to be high pressure ridging. And it looks like throughout next week, we're just going to be having high pressure. And that kind of looks like in the MVM long-term forecast for Haley, temperatures looking at each day 50, 54, 57, approaching 64 next Wednesday. So definitely like high pressure, it looks like it's building with increasing temperatures and really nice temperatures for next week.